All right. We made it to the final round. We will see how well we do. I got stuff all over the place. There we go. All right. So we did get P1 out of 100 in opening round. And looks like we have a pretty big roster, unlike I think it was last weekend or the last couple weekends. So yeah, we have a big roster. I'm not trying to do the math. Probably what, if y'all had a guess, 60, 70, something like that. And we already have 12 that are perfect scores. So let's go ahead. I got my notes here. 10 races, and as I normally do, I'll take a coffee pit stop around race 5-ish. Go fill up my coffee cup, so I'll be a happy camper. And our first race is California. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, and subscribe, and throw some comments out there. I'm happy to answer any questions or see the comments. Let's see, 972 team score. I'm a little later today because I ended up sleeping in 2 days in a row. It was crazy. All right, so for California, we're going to be doing Blam. And my camera is working a little bit better than it was yesterday. I don't know what happened to it. Everything worked well during the opening round for Nascar manager, and then it just went blank for F1 Clash. It seems a little foggish today. I don't know. I'm not an IT person. I just fake it until I make it. All right, let's get down trackside here. See if we can catch up to, I think that's Haley. There we go. Got past him there. We can go ahead and conserve. Let's see if we can get Phillips around Haley. And we can. My guys just tend to take it a little easier on the starts for whatever reason. It is a nice hot day here in Texas. All right, we're in for our first pit stop. Of course, survival's going to go around. Same MO. And we're going to go ahead and conserve. They're going in. Take that advantage. This is a little bit longer pit stop or pit lane. But we can still get around them. There we go. And let's get back down trackside. All right, seems like my camera is now cleared up a little bit. Y'all may prefer it a little foggy. I did have the infamous Windows updates, program updates, all kinds of updates this morning. So hopefully we'll have a nice, smooth event. Going in for our second pit stop, which will be our last one. Rival go around again so they can pit on their last lap. And we'll just go ahead and still push all the way through, passing the rivals now on their final lap. Let's see if we can get this out of the way over there. There we go. Now I can see everything. And there's our first 75 points. And let's see. Richmond. So, as most of y'all know the watch, I'll be using the energy boost here. I did have fastest lap yesterday. So let's try to continue that. All right. And I've raced this guy a few times, and he does have a higher. Most everybody will have a higher team score than me. I basically just went off of pit strategy. I did buy a few more uh, portions of components, I guess you could say, for the old good old engine that I can't get, but I'm still 50 some odd cards away. All right, let's see. For the, what was that, Apex engine? Whatever that's called. If I could go up to that next level, but this is free to play. It's going to be free to play. I'm not going to spend any money on the game. I enjoy it better that way. And we're going to push pretty much at least 90% of the race. All right, and we're going to go ahead. I always try to pit my drivers together. I know some let, in this instance, Phillips go around another lap, but that sometimes tends to not work out so well. So I'm going to turn on this fan, but sometimes whenever I turn my fan on, like I think I said the other day, my file folders open up. I just need, after we get done racing today, I think I'll try to find a different plug for it or whatever and see if that's the issue. It's almost like it's on the same frequency or something. I don't know. And then sometimes it doesn't do it, which I'm glad. So, all right. And we're about ready to lap, it looks like, the rivals. And we're going to go ahead and pit. We can go ahead and get that damage fixed. We got plenty of time now. Oh, fortunately, I kind of like split my drivers. Didn't mean to, but it's a short track, so we're good. We're not going to lose anything. A couple seconds fixing the damage, but if we need that extra second to pick up that fastest lap, then it'll pay off. It's paid off before, so we're in good shape. Plenty of fuel. Black is giving me a little bit of nerves. He was a little slow there, but rivals are pitting. We're going to ignore that. We still have plenty of fuel for the final lap. He's completely run out of fuel now, but we will make it another 75 points. So a little dicey there, but all right. On to, and I'm thinking seriously about going to Challenger next week again. I've been there a few times. Um, with my setups and my levels, it is a huge jump. Shouldn't be, but it is. Um, but I think next weekend I'm going to reverse what I normally do. I normally do NASCAR Manager, then F1 Clash. I think I might do F1 Clash first, see if I do well, and then go up to Challenger. So at least I have some type of Sunday race. All right, another 961. And I have an idea if it's not going to be the components, they're going to be using Epic drivers. Which I've been playing this game from the very beginning, so I'm like old school. Uh, let's see, what are we going to use? I didn't even pay attention what track we were doing. Um, actually, let's use super glue for both of them. I'm so busy rambling, I wasn't paying attention. Super glue is a really good all around boost. And let's go ahead. Oops. There we go. I do like this feature to be able to be trackside here and see the different, I guess, angles. All right. Go ahead and take care of our first pit stop. All right, so looks like Phillips is ahead, but yeah, he's going to have to pit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and conserve. We got good space in there between us and the rival. They'll pit. We'll go on around. And we'll go ahead and pit here real quick if I can get these buttons going. Well, at least it was Phillips. Had a little bit of a lag there. Not happy with that. So Blacks made it through that pack there. Rivals are pitting, except for Phillips, I guess. Turner, I think that is. So we're in good shape here. Final lap. We just got to get around Turner. We have so far set a new fastest sector. That's good. And all right, we got it. Let's see if we can pay attention to what races is coming up. Oh, California. So we'll be using Blam again. $9.44. And away we go. Change views here. All right, y'all can make the move whenever you're ready. Come on. There you go. All right. We'll have a little bit of competition on this one here. Go ahead and pit. They'll probably go around, would be my guess. Yep. This is a tough weekend for me because I really don't like the California track. And we race it a lot this weekend. So, all right, we got a pretty decent gap built up. We'll have one more pit stop next time by. All right. We're going to go ahead and push. Try to build that spacing up a little bit. So this is a long pit lane. It's slow down here getting onto the track. We just don't want to get them to be too far ahead of us. Definitely don't want to be stuck in traffic. And they're in the pits. So we can go ahead and conserve. Go ahead and push through this traffic. All right. Go ahead and lock in this one, and then we'll go do a coffee pit stop. Right now to go refill my coffee cup. Right back. All right. We are back. Michigan. We're going to use Blam here as well. I'm not sure what I hit, but oh, they couldn't find a match for me. All right. So, Blam. All right. Let's see. All right. P1, P2. Push through this lap here. I'll build that space up here a little bit. And there seems to be a lag building up. Oh, hate this. Rivals pitting. Push on by, and then go ahead and conserve a little bit. kind of want to pit now, but I kind of want to wait. We're going to wait. Let's go ahead and pit this next time by. And it's going to be a pretty close race, I think. Let me see. Are they going to pit now? Yeah. Okay. We're good. Conserve. We'll go ahead and push black. Final lap. All right. We're still doing good with our fastest lap. Race 6, Darlington. And use super glue. I haven't used super glue much this weekend, so that's good. All right, split that quali. So let's see. Some super glue up in there. And let's go. See what kind of spacing we have here. All right. So after, we'll go ahead and conserve. Pit this time round. Rivals pitting with us. We'll get around that lead pack since they're all pitting. There we go. We'll set a new fastest sector. Always a good thing. And we'll go ahead and pit our last time. In all actuality, I could probably just gone fuel only, but want to be a little safe. All right. Rivals are pitting. Hopefully that lead pack will pit as well. Some of them did. We'll get around these easily enough. Conserve just a bit. Push Phillips. Not going to worry about pitting. And we'll go ahead and push black now. All right, race 7. Gonna be California again. All right, so everybody, what are we gonna do? Blam! Uh, California needs to quit calling. $9.82. Really? Might have to change up our blam over to super glue. Maybe even energy. I don't like to use energy other than on short tracks, but Helium Phillips. All right, let's see. What does power and arrow and super glue compound? Yeah, let's try that. There we go. Good job. Now we're going to have to do the overhead so I can see if they're getting close. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pit. They're probably going to go around. I'm thinking minimum Phillips will go around. Yeah, they're both going around. Yeah, and they're going to be pitting. Conserve here a little bit. And then push. And then we can conserve here a little bit. Apologies. All right. And we're going to go ahead and pit next time by. And they're not pitting, so yay to us. And we'll push on through. Get through this pack here and then head for the rival. There we go. Final lap. Finish it up. And just so y'all can see what a 982 car looks like. There's that Apex 10. Yeah, they're all maxed out, pretty much. So my free-to-play account, I would guess that they were pay to play. So, all right. Race 8, Daytona, the oval, not the road. So I think by using energy on that extremely higher level, um, that made the difference. All right, and super glue. And we'll try to go ahead and get a fastest lap here as well, just because. There we go. And we'll go ahead and conserve. This is a quick pit lane, so I'll be pitting this time around. They all should be in the pit so when we come around, we don't get delayed. There we go. And we'll conserve. And push on into the pits. And if you're just joining us, welcome. We're finishing up race 8 of 10. Leaders are getting ready to pit, so we're in good shape. Okay, they made me a liar. All right. They're going to pit last lap. Maybe. Yeah. All right, so we can just cruise on through here. Final lap. They're pitting. Never pit on your final lap. Never. All right. Race 9 coming up. Okay, it's going to be Talladega and using super glue again. 888. And with that particular score, I may just be racing basically the clock. We'll see. Sometimes those lower scores are quite strong. I have raced. It's been a while, but I raced a couple that had team scores of 390s and 370s. It was quite odd. But they had a high flag count, so I think that's what it was. All right, this one's going to be a bit of a struggle, looks like. I'll go ahead and pit. That should break some things up here. Finally got out of the pit. This little spot right there just slows everything down. It's good if you're the one not in the pit. Horrible if you are the one in the pits. All right, there we go. Oh, they're charging us now. All right, let's see what we can do here. Well, kind of missed the pit. Could make things interesting. Always seems like one race that just kind of messes everything up. And you can see Black is just hurting. It's like, I'm trying to get in there. If I'd been a little quicker on the mouse, life would have been so much easier for us. So this is not going to work well for us, I don't believe. No, it's not going to be good. We're going to get stomped badly. It's a bad fuel call. All right, there goes our perfect race or weekend or whatever you want to say. And I'm not really sure, other than the drivers, because those are two strong drivers. And I'm almost certain it's going to be pay to play. No, maybe not. A lot of people use Haley. I'm not a big fan of that setup. All right, so let's see what we currently have. Yeah, this is going to take us out of top 10, obviously. All right, so we're going to do race 10 just for G Wiz. Another triple eight. So this will probably put us well out of the top 20. That one bad race. All right, we're just going to use Blam. Well, maybe we're going to use Blam. There we go. And then let's say probably here in about 30 minutes, we'll have the F1 Clash final round. And we'll go ahead and that Haley Phillips setup, probably pretty strong. We're all pitting at the same time. This is aggravating. Probably a pretty strong setup if you got them maxed. I'm nowhere near that. kind of a lag. This is gonna be rough. I may get my backside kicked again. Here's, all right. For the record, I'm not liking these last two races at all. And if I get P1 and P2, I'm not gonna like these last two races. I'm gonna get look caught up by back markers. Crazy. All right. See, is that kind of stuff right there that makes me just want to go, yeah, I'm not liking this game. So similar setup. So obviously they're stronger with the drivers. So, all right, that will do it. We'll at least made it to the finals. That's all I have to say on this one. And yeah, like I said, we'll be outside the. We'll be down here. We'll be all the way down in here somewhere. All right. Well, good luck to y'all, and we will see y'all in 30 minutes for F1 Clash if you'd like to see that. Have a good one and good luck if you're racing. Bye.